Hi, my name is Ariana Hessler, and I will be talking today a little bit about IDEA and IEPs. Apologies for my voice, I do have laryngitis. So, my visual kind of goes through IDEA and IEP, different components of both of those, and it helps to explain to parents what they can do to support their child and how IDEA and IEP statutes are supporting them as well. So, in the IEP meetings, and according to IDEA, parents are required to be a part of the IEP meeting process. They are informed and notified from the very beginning about what's going on, what evaluations are being done, and how their child is progressing towards their goals, and how they're kind of hitting that annual review. Once students hit 15, if they're still in the school system, they are required to be present at all of their own IEP meetings. This allows parents and students to really have a stake in the student's education and allows them to advocate for themselves and help get themselves the support that they know they need, maybe from a more personal level. And it encourages, students to be a part of their education. So the referral process is very intensive and thorough for IEPs. So it begins with the student being referred to the district special education chair person or a teacher, and that's when they notify the parents and let them know, hey, we're starting to look into your kid because of, these different things we've observed in their class. So you have to get parental consent. And then the evaluations, will be various assessment tools and strategies. It'll be like different physical tests, emotional tests, behavioral tests, trying to kind of see where they are. Are they hitting these milestones or are they not hitting these milestones? They're cognitive, social, behavioral, like I said. So these are all different components of the evaluations to really make sure that schools are getting a well-rounded view of the student and what they need to better support the student. So the IEP, there's a lot that's in an IEP, but kind of a simple breakdown is they keep a record of the child's academic achievements and their functional performance, just how they're doing in class, how they're doing on tests, things like that. And they specify what certain services and specialized education the student receives. So if the student needs a one-on-one aid, that would be specified in the document. If they need separate location, if they need a certain seating arrangement, maybe they have a hearing disability, they need to be sitting in the front, or if they have a visual impairment, they need to be sitting in the front again so that they can be looking at the board closely or hear the teacher closely. These are all things that the IEP takes into account and specifies on the document to make sure students are being supported in the way that's needed. They also specify to the extent which students will participate in general education classes or activities or extracurriculars that include non-disabled students. These are all important things that are part of an IEP. They're kind of the main things as well. IEPs also record annual goals and how progress will be measured and how that progress will be communicated back to parents once it's recorded. And teacher, school, and parent communication throughout this is so important. This includes, sending out weekly emails to keep track of the student's progress, maybe quarterly phone calls, coming in for parent-teacher conferences, those yearly IEP meetings, but those just might not be enough. You need those phone calls, the meetings, the emails, possibly even, in-person meetings with the child present as well. All of these things will help to keep schools and teachers and parents all on the same, playing field. And that way they know, hey, this is what we're doing for the student. And this is how we can go, further. This is how we can help them in this area where they struggle. This is how we can help further support them. And throughout the IEP process, teachers have an ethical responsibility to uphold their integrity of the profession and their own integrity. So this includes, the Model Code of Ethics for Educators is a really great resource for teachers to read before this. They need to remain impartial, right? They don't let their own opinions go into it unless it's an opinion about the student, which is, factual. And they also need to be an advocate for the student and allow the student to support themselves and, speak out for what they need. So a lot of it is advocating, being truthful, keeping like records that are not falsified, that are completely factual and true. And, just being trustworthy, gaining the parents' trust, the child's trust, and allowing yourself to be that kind of liaison between them and the IEP if they need it. And that kind of sums up my IEP visual. And I hope that was really helpful. So thank you.